Reggio, Italy this week. My favorite takeaway is the idea of watching the teachers and how they listen to the children and observe the children. They don't jump in to solve problems. I watched an artillerista today work with 4- and 5-year-olds on how to build a sculpture to stand up, a person, and their people kept falling over. The children helped each other on how to get them to stand while the artillerista was giving quiet guidance, but she didn't jump in and give them the answer. I think sometimes in the States too often we want to jump in and fix the problem, but that really doesn't teach the children any long-term grit or how to problem solve. So I think that's my biggest takeaway, and I'm excited to learn more.
Hi, I'm Shauna Winburn. I teach at Pinnacle Presbyterian Preschool. And so far, I think I've been most inspired by the concept of transformation, especially how it relates to food. I see that in all the centers. And my hesitation as a teacher has always been cooking with children. And I now see how beautiful the relationship is here in Italy with the people and their food, and how broken that is in America. And I think that I am ready to be part of the solution, not the problem. So I'm really trying to embody that idea of transformation, especially with food, and I don't know, that'll be my challenge to myself.
Hi, I'm Carrie Woosley from Pinnacle Presbyterian Preschool in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I would say my biggest takeaway in the midst of all of this awesome knowledge that's overwhelming in the most positive sense of the word, my biggest takeaway is to slow down and really focus on the space and utilizing every area that we could to optimize the kids' learning, incorporating the outside more, because being in the desert, sometimes that's challenging. They're not wanting to go on a nature walk because their parents, are afraid of rattlesnakes, and they hear that. So getting the children that sense of capability that they can explore and be safe in the outdoors. And from the school that we went to today, just noticing that every material they had that was loose parts or manipulative that was from nature, they actually collected themselves from their environment. So we do that, but not to that extent. So that's really exciting to me, to think about taking them out, letting them cut their own materials from the bushes or the trees or the plants, and bringing them back inside the classroom and letting them organize them in the room and have more ownership to that process. So I found it really surprising and amazing how they really, like the Ramita they talked about with the recycling, of course all those materials were visible and being used in the most fantastic ways by the kids. And I love how they use their dimension and space and height to give them more of a perspective for building with these materials. But it made me think even further that we need to reach out to more people in our community, and we have treasures for teachers, but there may be other organizations or the recycling plant even that may give us things that they can't recycle that we could use, packing plants, and they just seem to have such a strong sense of community, and it's because they seek it out. It's not just going to happen for them. They are so proactive, they are assertive, and they go out and get it. So she was telling, the artillerista today was telling us that they paired up with a community organization about preserving wildlife, and they came out and built these encasings in their back space so the kids could climb up and peer through the little slats between the wood, so that the animals were comfortable still coming up close, and the kids were hidden behind these planks of walls of wood made out of planks, and they were able to watch them and really study them, and just little things like that. I mean, this organization just came out to do that for them, to help preserve the area and the animals and let it really be a space of research for the kids. And that's what they kept saying, is that the community encourages these areas for the children to be a space for research. And I think that would be great if we could all figure out how to do that in our own community.
Welcome to Italy, Reggio and the Malagusi Center. This has been a breathtaking experience for me, coming to Reggio and seeing it firsthand, the schools, the educators, and all the the workshops that we have been doing here. One thing I'm going to take away from here and try to implement in my class and my school, I hope, is how intelligent questions are asked by the educators of the Reggio to their children. Even if they are 3, they are 2, they are 4 or 5, they are viewed as such intelligent and capable individuals. I can see the dedication, the passion of each and every teacher, the artillery staff and the pedagogy staff, as well as the parents, the children and the council members who work together and collaborate for this amazing education that's happening in Reggio. Hope some of this comes to Arizona with all of us and we make some small changes in our school. Thank you.
Kelsey Vasquez. I am the Director of Educational Practices at Pinnacle Presbyterian Preschool in Scottsdale, Arizona. I have been so inspired this week to start thinking about how to pose deep questions to children instead of providing answers to them.
I'm Mary Ann Biermeyer with Pinnacle Presbyterian Preschool in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm kidding. I know. This has been such a wonderful week, and we are ever so grateful to the teachers and the artilleristas of the Reggio Emilia schools. We are hopeful that we can take back the lessons here that have been provided to us about how to engage with children in a very loving way, and how to engage teachers in a very loving way. They have a very deep system of support for teachers that help them engage children in meaningful ways and with amazing open-ended materials. It is a new way to teach, and we need to pay attention to this.
I'm Danielle Carpenter. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. I teach at Pinnacle Presbyterian Preschool. And I've been so inspired this trip coming to Italy and seeing the schools and hearing the teachers talk and seeing the interactions between the children and the teachers. And even though I didn't understand the language, just the beauty of their conversation that I could see through their physical movements and their body language has been amazing. The most inspiring thing that I'm taking back is the way of questioning that we present proposals to our children, and instead of just giving the children information, that we should focus on constructing and helping the children learn how to analyze the information we're giving, instead of giving them the answer and the information all the time, but letting them perform research and be able to come to the answer or solution or fact on their own.
My name is Melanie Akins, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I really enjoyed my time here. I appreciate all the teachers and presenters, the artilleristas, the pedagogistas, all giving us their time and having a dialogue with us about this wonderful work that they do. I also appreciate so much for them welcoming us into their beautiful spaces and their schools, and allowing us to have encounters with those amazing spaces. So I guess I'm thinking a lot about, I heard the word belonging quite a bit so far, and that sense of belonging, and I'm really taking that back with me as I work with children and teachers and families in my own context. And just this comment made earlier about participation is the widespread concept in their schools. So I'm really thinking about that. I'm thinking about the importance of art as well, mostly because I strongly agree that art is such a powerful tool to express ourselves, and it's a right and a need for human beings.